Wally Mobile Media.
Welcome back, silly millies and willies. We're gonna have a sit down and chat episode, talking mainly about the Hyundai NX RM Cup trials, and also what's gonna happen with the cotton candy livery scenario. Um, right now, we're about to go check to see what was what. Um, because I only remember one car on the whole situation, so I want to check up on a lot of information. I also want to see exactly if they're going to tell who's going to be in the fifth round, because if you remember in my last sit down and talk, I think it was the sit down and talk, um, how the bracket went. I thought I was going to race the person that I wanted to race, but it's not going to happen. Um, or at least how I'm thinking. Because I thought Friday night was going to be against Group 5, which would have led to being against either one of the three or four, that group for last night, for day 4, anyways. And then I thought for Friday night I was going to race against that person because that's what have led up to it. But obviously I read it wrong. Um, that or they adjusted it properly. I don't know. But I think for a fact I'm not going to be racing the person I want to race. I'm a little disappointed in that. I was looking forward to that, um, considering how well known they are in the drift side of things. Um, Maybe I'll just reach out and see if they want to do a drift challenge. Uh, who knows? There's also a couple of other people I want to check out as well and see how well they're doing and all that stuff. Oh, didn't expect that. Um, so let's go and check the Hyundai Cup right now. Because before I swear, like, I don't know if you can see where it's at, where round 4 is at. I swear, like, right then and there, you're gonna see, because I swear group 5 wasn't where it was at. I swear it was lined up with group 3 or round 3, which would have ended up here at 4. And I thought, who round 4, whoever was at round or in part of group 3 or 4, whoever made it from that one, I thought was going to end up being our match against round 4. So I'm a little disappointed to find out how it went, um, considering that I was hoping that we would go against 5, 3 and 4 would go, 1 and 2 would go. Okay, they would go against them. We would go against 7 and 8, I guess. Um, and then would let it up to now, considering tonight of the finals, or at least in my opinion, what I'm calling, quote, the finals. Um, because after tonight, I'm going to be out. As we know from what it was saying earlier, can I pull it up? Okay. Um, I think it said it here somewhere. I do know for round 5, it says it's going to drop down to the top 128. I'm hoping I can make that. Because it says it will just merge you into a 4-player group for a free for all race. I don't know who it's gonna be. I'm really hoping that just out of pure luck, I will race against that person. Um, if not, maybe next season. Who knows? But obviously you got the regular point system, but it changes for a four-person race. But there's that information again. It says use car groups E. For details, please see the groups page in rules. So we'll check that out in a moment as well. Oh, okay, that just must have been normal information. There was rules. Maybe it was under. Yeah, because it says here when the accounts of the 128 players enter the something interface, they will receive a registration info collection. Yeah, collection pop up and must confirm participation and submit information. The information is not submitted, or if the information is not submitted and no contact is made with event staff by 6 p.m. on August 18th, the player will be considered to have forfeited the race. The officials will pass the slot down to the third or fourth place players from the fifth round of the knockout stage. The person from your race, I'm guessing, is what they mean, which makes sense. But right here, where it says in the two spot, but we'll go to 2-1. Be at least 18 years old or have reached the legal age of majority in the country or region of residence, whether whichever is higher. I don't know. But in that same little part, it talks about you got to have a valid passport, other stuff like that. And there's even rules that they have against that. So yeah, so we're definitely dropping out. I wish. I wish. So all of that, I don't know. I'll be part of the ones that don't go on. So whoever's part of my race, whoever's third or fourth, yeah, you're gonna end up having my spot for the most part. So if you end up in there, you'll be lucky. But the fact that I made it to the fifth round, way to go. Way to go. That I don't know what to say about that. But other than that, the whole cotton candy livery. I know I said I was going to do off road, but I don't know about that all too well yet. So let's just hold back on off road because I want it to be unique, and I want to try to figure out something unique for the off road. I want to try to figure out something unique for each class. Um, Extreme, I specifically want it to be something of top speed. Um, it will be hard to figure out something for that right now. Um, then also we had sport, and sport and standard are going to be kind of similar. The only difference is I want to say they're both going to do like tandem style little stuff. If you remember from the last cotton candy episode of showing off this lovely car right here that you see, um I'm trying to think. I'm so exhausted. Um, yeah, I want something unique, and well, that can do rings, but I don't want any of the like JDMs or whatever style standards to have that kind of challenge, because they constantly be doing rings all the time, especially the spiral down a freaking parking lot, the little, I don't even know what kind of parking lot that is, but other than that, yeah, I'm just trying to think of something unique. But we're probably gonna do, I don't even know. I know we got the three to do, and then on top of it, I still got to at least show off the other ones. And then at that, the special edition ones, which I don't want to call it that. I want to call it something else. Uh, Probably name in the making. But yes, this GT 500 has the livery that would be, quote, labeled with the SE type of badge, you know, special edition. Um, and also the Hyundai, whatever the new car, Hyundai Ionic N5 or whatever it's called, that's gonna have the new style, not the special edition. Whatever, it's gonna get the old school yell for cotton candy, but it's gonna get whatever. Oh, probably call it a tournament special. So it'll be called uh no, I don't know. We'll think of something. But I do want to do that kind of type of stuff more often, because I have held back, and that's probably why I lost my sixth spot and now I'm in the seventh. Um because yeah, I want to be in the better zone. But I'm surprised to see some things going down the way they are going. um I'm trying to remember who some of the groups were exactly, because I mean this one, because some of them like that, yeah, sharpshooter freaking forfeited on that one. Mine, let's go back to mine. um Started all the way up here. there there, it doesn't let me. I'm trying to scroll down. So whatever this 3 to 4 was, like, I don't know what's up with that. Like, who did we face that was supposed to be there? Um because here you see we had someone forfeit, and that's why, like, I don't understand what went wrong with the math, cuz I swear that's who is supposed to race us. At least I think so. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we didn't even check out the, cuz I know this first one I won, but I don't remember what car it was. Probably I'll do a second sit down and chat, and we'll replay them. How about that?
Follow, comment, and share.